Welcome back to the channel, coins lovers, where ordinary coins can turn into extraordinary treasures. Imagine pulling a simple quarter out of your pocket, only to discover it could be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. Today, we're uncovering the top 4 most valuable Washington $quarter coins in United States history. These rare coins, with unique mint marks, stunning conditions, and fascinating errors, have become some of the most sought-after pieces in the world of coin collecting. Stay with us, because one of these rare quarters could be hiding in your collection right now. So let's get started. First up, the 1996 United States Washington quarter with a P mint mark, especially in its rare and unusual black condition. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another piece of pocket change, but hidden beneath its darkened surface could be a story of rarity, collector demand, and surprising auction value. If you've ever wondered whether a worn or oddly toned coin in your collection could be worth serious money, this video is for you. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, this iconic coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter and has remained a staple of U.S. currency ever since. By 1996, the coin was part of a long-running series, struck primarily for circulation. The P Mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historic mints in the country. While millions of these quarters were minted in 1996, only a very small number stand out today due to unusual conditions such as black toning or environmental effects that give them a distinctive appearance. The 1996 P Washington quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse, with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year 1996. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic eagle design with outstretched wings, clutching arrows, and an olive branch, along with the inscriptions "United States of America" and $quarter. What makes certain examples truly unique, however, is the so-called black condition. This darkened appearance can result from natural toning, chemical reactions, or environmental exposure over time. In some rare cases, the toning forms evenly across the surface, creating a striking, almost antique look that collectors find highly. Coins with deep, original toning, especially when not caused by damage, can carry a premium because of their visual uniqueness and authenticity. Although the 1996 P quarter itself is not rare in terms of mintage, coins exhibiting unusual black toning in well-preserved condition are much harder to find. Most darkened coins are considered damaged, but when the toning is natural, stable, and aesthetically appealing, it becomes desirable among collectors. The rarity increases even more if the coin still retains sharp details, minimal wear, and no signs of corrosion beneath the toning. Collectors often search for coins that tell a story, and a naturally toned black quarter can stand out dramatically in a collection. This combination of visual appeal and scarcity in high-grade condition drives strong demand in the numismatic market. In general circulation condition, a regular 1996 P Washington quarter is only worth its face value of 25 cents. However, when you factor in unique black toning and collector appeal, the value can increase significantly. Depending on the quality of the toning, the overall condition of the coin, and whether it has been professionally graded, such a coin could sell anywhere from $5 million or more. In exceptional cases, where the toning is beautiful, even, and the coin is in near mint condition, auction prices can climb into the hundreds of dollars. Coins certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC often achieve higher prices because buyers trust their authenticity and condition. If you believe you have a 1996 P quarter with unusual black toning, the first step is to examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for signs of natural toning rather than damage, such as smooth, even coloration rather than patchy or corroded surfaces. Avoid cleaning the coin at all costs, as cleaning can drastically reduce its value. Consider getting the coin evaluated or graded by a professional service, especially if it appears to be in excellent condition. Storing your coins properly in a dry environment will also help preserve their condition and prevent further unwanted changes. In conclusion, the 1996 P Washington quarter in black condition is a perfect example of how an ordinary coin can become extraordinary under the right circumstances. While most of these quarters are still only worth their face value, rare examples with attractive natural toning and strong condition can surprise collectors with impressive auction results. Next up, the United States Sacagawea $1 coin, a coin that appears without a visible date and without a mint mark, and even more interesting, found in a rusty or damaged condition. At first glance, such a coin might seem worthless or defective, but in the world of coin collecting, unusual errors like this can sometimes attract serious attention and surprising auction prices. Let's dive deep into the story behind this unusual coin and find out if it could really be valuable. The Sacagawea $1 coin was first introduced in the year 2000 by the United States Mint as a replacement for the Susan B. Anthony dollar. The coin honors Sacagawea, the Native American woman who guided the famous Lewis and Clark expedition across the western United States. Normally, every Sacagawea dollar carries a clear date and a mint mark, usually P for Philadelphia or D for Denver. However, over the years, certain minting errors and edge lettering issues, especially in related dollar series, have led to coins missing important details like the date or mint mark. While these errors are extremely rare, they create excitement among collectors who are always searching for something unique and unusual. A Sacagawea dollar without a visible date and mint mark immediately stands out because these are essential identifying features of any U.S. coin. The standard design includes Sacagawea carrying her infant son on the front and a soaring eagle on the back, along with inscriptions such as Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year of minting. When these details are missing or faint, it may indicate a striking error, excessive wear, or post-mint damage. The mention of a rusty condition is particularly unusual, because Sacagawea dollars are made from a manganese brass alloy that does not typically rust like iron. What appears to be rust may actually be environmental damage, corrosion, or discoloration caused by moisture or chemicals. Despite the worn or damaged look, the coin may still retain enough detail for experts to identify whether it is a genuine mint error or simply a heavily altered coin. Coins missing key details like the date and mint mark fall into the category of error coins, and these are highly sought after in the numismatic world, but only when the error is confirmed to have occurred during the minting process. Genuine mint errors are rare because modern coin production is highly controlled and automated. If a Sacagawea dollar truly left the mint without these features, it could be considered a significant error and attract strong collector demand. However, it is very important to understand that most coins lacking visible details are usually the result of heavy circulation, damage, or intentional alteration, which greatly reduces their value. Collectors are willing to pay high prices only for authenticated errors, not for coins that have been damaged after leaving the mint. When it comes to value, a Sacagawea dollar in rusty or heavily damaged condition is typically worth only its face value of $622,000 million or sometimes even less in collector terms, because condition plays a huge role in pricing. However, if the coin is verified by a professional grading service as a genuine mint error, such as a missing date or missing design due to a striking issue, the value can increase dramatically. Depending on the rarity and uniqueness of the error, such coins can sell anywhere from $622,000 million, and in rare cases, even thousands of dollars at auction. The difference between an ordinary damaged coin and a true error coin can mean the difference between $622,000 million and a life-changing amount, which is why proper authentication is absolutely essential. If you believe you have a Sacagawea dollar without a date or mint mark, the first step is not to clean or alter it in any way, as this can destroy potential value. Carefully examine the coin under good lighting and magnification to check for signs of natural wear versus minting errors. Compare it with standard examples to identify missing elements. The most important step is to have the coin evaluated by a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC, as they can confirm whether the coin is a genuine error or simply damaged. Keeping the coin in a protective holder will also help preserve its current condition while you determine its authenticity and value. In conclusion, a Sacagawea $1 coin without a date and mint mark in rusty condition is a mystery that must be carefully solved before assigning any value. While most such coins are simply damaged and worth only face value, there is always a small possibility that a true mint error could turn it into a highly valuable collector's item. The key is knowledge, patience, and proper verification. Always remember, in the world of coin collecting, even the strangest looking coin can sometimes hide an incredible story and possibly a surprising price tag. Next up, the United States Sacagawea $1 coin from the year 2000 with the P mint mark, struck at the Philadelphia Mint. What makes this discussion interesting is that we're focusing on a worn condition example, a coin that has clearly been in circulation. Many people assume worn coins are worthless, but in some cases, they can still hold collector interest, especially when rarity, history, or unique features come into play. Let's find out whether this coin could be more valuable than it looks. The Sacagawea $1 coin was introduced in 2000 by the United States Mint as part of a new effort to reintroduce the dollar coin into everyday circulation. It replaced the Susan B. Anthony dollar and aimed to be more visually appealing and widely accepted. The coin honors Sacagawea, the Native American woman who played a vital role in guiding the historic Lewis and Clark expedition. The 2000p version was minted in Philadelphia, with hundreds of millions produced, making it very common in circulation. However, being the first year of issue gives it historical importance, which always adds a layer of interest for collectors. The design of the Sacagawea dollar is one of the most recognizable in modern U.S. coinage. The obverse features a detailed portrait of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, symbolizing strength and guidance. The reverse showcases a soaring eagle surrounded by stars, representing freedom and the expanding nation. The coin's golden color comes from its manganese brass alloy, giving it a distinctive appearance compared to traditional silver-colored coins. The P mint mark is located on the obverse, just below the date. In worn condition, some of the finer details like facial features or feather lines may appear smooth or faded, but the overall design remains visible. Even in this condition, the coin still reflects its historical and artistic value. When it comes to rarity, the 2000p Sacagawea dollar in worn condition is generally not rare because of its extremely high mintage and widespread circulation. Millions of these coins are still available today, which keeps their value relatively low in average condition. However, collector demand can increase if the coin has unique characteristics such as mint errors, unusual strikes, or die varieties. Additionally, some collectors specifically seek first-year coins, even in circulated condition, to complete their collections. While a worn example may not be rare on its own, it can still hold interest as part of a complete set or if it shows any unusual features. Now let's talk about value. A 2000p Sacagawea dollar in worn or circulated condition is typically worth its face value of $727,000 million. In most cases, collectors will not pay a premium for a standard worn coin because of its availability. However, if the coin shows signs of a rare mint error or unique variety, the value can increase significantly. Some error coins from this series have sold for $727,000 million or even more depending on the rarity and demand. In higher grades, such as uncirculated or mint state, these coins can sell for several dollars to $727,000 million, especially in top condition. This shows that while condition matters greatly, unique features can dramatically impact value. If you have a 2000p Sacagawea dollar in worn condition, it's still worth taking a closer look. Start by examining the coin carefully under good lighting to check for any unusual details such as doubling, off-center strikes, or missing elements. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its value significantly. Compare your coin with known examples and consider getting it evaluated by a professional grading service if you suspect it might be special. Even if the coin is only worth face value, keeping it as part of a collection can still be meaningful, especially since it represents the first year of an important U.S. coin series. In conclusion, the 2000p Sacagawea $1 coin in worn condition may not seem impressive at first, but it still carries historical significance and potential collector interest. While most examples are worth only $1, the possibility of rare errors or unique features means it's always worth checking carefully. Coin collecting is all about attention to detail, and sometimes the smallest differences can lead to the biggest discoveries. Next up, the United States Sacagawea $1 coin from the year 2000 with the P mint mark, but in a very uncommon black condition. At first glance, a dark or blackened coin might seem damaged or even worthless, but in the world of coin collecting, appearance alone doesn't always tell the full story. Sometimes, coins with unusual toning or discoloration can spark curiosity, and in rare cases, they may even attract serious attention at auctions. Let's uncover the truth behind this mysterious black Sacagawea dollar. The Sacagawea $1 coin was introduced in 2000 by the United States Mint to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar and to encourage the use of dollar coins in circulation. Featuring Sacagawea, the Native American guide who helped lead the Lewis and Clark expedition, the coin quickly became one of the most recognizable modern U.S. coins. The 2000p version was minted in Philadelphia and produced in very large quantities, making it common in everyday use. However, over time, some of these coins have developed unusual appearances due to environmental exposure, storage conditions, or chemical reactions. The standard Sacagawea dollar is known for its golden color, created by a manganese brass alloy. It features a detailed portrait of Sacagawea carrying her infant son on the obverse, while the reverse shows a soaring eagle surrounded by stars. The P mint mark is located just below the date on the front. In what collectors call black condition, the coin loses its original golden shine and appears dark, dull, or even fully blackened. This effect is usually caused by oxidation, environmental damage, or exposure to heat and chemicals rather than the minting process itself. Despite this discoloration, many of the coin's design elements may still be visible, although often with reduced clarity. This unusual look can make the coin stand out, but it also raises important questions about authenticity and value. When discussing rarity, it is important to understand that a blackened Sacagawea dollar is not automatically rare or valuable. In most cases, this condition results from post-mint damage rather than a mint error. Collectors generally prefer coins in original, well-preserved condition, so heavy discoloration usually reduces demand. However, there are exceptions. If the black appearance is linked to a rare minting anomaly or an unusual chemical reaction that occurred under controlled conditions, the coin might attract niche collector interest. True rarity comes from verified mint errors, unique varieties, or exceptionally preserved coins, not from damage alone. Therefore, while a black coin may look rare, its actual rarity depends on the cause behind its appearance. In terms of market value, a 2000p Sacagawea dollar in black or heavily discolored condition is typically worth around its face value of $33 million and sometimes even less in collector markets due to its poor condition. Most buyers and collectors are not willing to pay a premium for coins that have been altered or damaged after leaving the mint. However, if the coin can be proven to have a genuine mint error or a rare and unusual origin for its discoloration, the value could rise significantly. In such rare cases, prices may range from $33 million, depending on collector interest and authentication. Exceptional and verified error coins in this series have even reached higher prices at auctions, but these are extremely rare situations that if you come across a blackened Sacagawea dollar, the first step is to handle it carefully and avoid cleaning it, as this can further damage the coin and eliminate any potential value. Examine the coin closely under good lighting to determine whether the discoloration appears natural or artificially caused. Compare it with standard examples to identify missing details or unusual features. The most important step is to seek professional evaluation from a reputable grading service such as PCGS or NGC. They can determine whether the coin has any collectible value or if it is simply damaged. Keeping the coin in a protective holder will help preserve its current state while you explore its potential. In conclusion, the 2000p Sacagawea $1 coin in black condition is a fascinating example of how coins can change over time, but appearance alone does not guarantee value. While most blackened coins are the result of environmental damage and are worth only face value, there is always a small possibility that a unique or verified error could make the coin more valuable. The key is careful examination and proper authentication. Remember, in coin collecting, knowledge is your greatest tool, and even the most unusual coin can hold a story worth discovering. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries.